My parents did a good job guarding me. Caitlin Clark opens up about handling college attention in 6th grade. Clark still had a relatively normal childhood despite many scouts already touting her as the next big thing. Before Caitlin Clark became the face of women's basketball, she was a 6th grader who just wanted to play the sport she loved for fun. But even then, she wasn't like any other 6th grader. She was already competing against older players and drawing the attention of college programs. CC was a child prodigy, and she had the level of hype that could have easily changed her life. Or worse, made her fall out of love with the sport. But her family made sure she stayed grounded. And looking back, Clark credits her parents for protecting her from the noise and allowing her to grow naturally into the player and person she is today, shielding the attention. The main factor in CC's childhood was that her family never let basketball or the fame that came with her skills overshadow it. By middle school, coaches and recruiters had already noticed her skills, and for some, that attention was overwhelming, especially for other parents who project futures for their children. Clark herself admitted she didn't fully grasp how unusual it was at first. That innocence is part of what made her early years and her parents' careful parenting so important. It allowed her just to be a normal kid, rather than a national sensation at such a young age. As a kid, you're pretty naive, so you don't always realize it. It's like you kind of just love the sport and you love getting to go do it. CC said, "The first time I probably realized it was a little different for myself was like 6th grade, when colleges started watching me, because I was playing 2 grades up at the time, which is pretty messed up," she continued. No 6th grader should be going through that. And my parents did a great job of guarding me. Middle school was also the time, Clark revealed, that she really understood she had a future in basketball. She had also become aware that some scouts attended games, but didn't really get caught up in the chaos of recruitment because her parents shielded her from it. They would tell my older brother when we got home from school, like, "You need to go get the mail first," because colleges were sending me letters and stuff, and would text and call my dad, but they never told me about any of that stuff. She recalled, "They just wanted me to enjoy my childhood." Aside from keeping their talented daughter away from many recruitment offers, a major reason Clark evolved into one of the most marketable and lovable stars in basketball today was her parents' emphasis on good values. Basketball became an obsession for Clark in high school, but she still needed guidance. And it came from harsh yet justified punishments that allowed her to build the humility that she symbolizes today. Growing up, my parents always instilled that basketball is something you ought to do because you're a good student and person. Like, there were multiple times when I wasn't allowed to play in games because I got in a fight with my brothers, she stated. My punishments as a kid wasn't like getting my iPad taken away or something. It was like I wasn't allowed to go to high school basketball games on Friday night. Clark added, "I think more than anything, my parents just kind of kept me grounded and humble, and that's just how I was raised." An inspiration to many. By the time she became a national sensation at Iowa, breaking records and ushering in a new generation of women's basketball, Clark was already prepared to handle all the noise and stay grounded to master her craft. The grounded nature of her childhood is a major reason why Clark is one of the most well-spoken and influential athletes in the world. People often focus on her skills as a player, but her ability to handle the media and all the crazy noise around her ultimately deserves the same praise. There's a reason why LeBron James has become the iconic cultural figure he has come to be, and it's because of how he has handled all the spotlight and scrutiny that comes with being a generational player, and the same thing is happening for Clark. And it's all because of the foundation that her family instilled in her at a young age.